Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. This is Bill Shaka. I'm looking forward to talking to you today. Welcome to Tamarindo, Costa Rica. We are having an absolutely glorious day today. I know this is going to air sometime in mid-March. Right now it is mid-November here and we are about ready to enter into our summer. Summer here is November, December, January, February into March, and it is absolutely spectacular. Beautiful warmth, nice tropical breeze. During those months it is truly paradise. Anyway, have you ever heard the old saying, too many chefs spoil the soup? I think the inference there is that if you have more than one leader preparing the soup, one person's going to add spices, then another person's going to add competing spices, and the end result is it's not going to taste good. True. I agree with that. I agree with that aphorism that too many chefs spoil the soup. But let me tell you something else that spoils the soup. Too many choices that spoil the soup. If you have a bevy of spices available to put into the soup, and you just begin pouring them in, you're going to do the same thing as an individual as too many chefs. Choices, in some cases, can be bad. Let me go a little deeper. Not necessarily choices that are bad, but the self-discipline to not limit yourself to the choices. That's what's bad. Self-discipline is key. Bracket focus. I think that's an old World War II saying when individual people were in tanks. They would bracket, only look at one certain thing, and then focus. And that's what they would aim at. Bracket focus. That's how it works, or how it should work also, in the decisions that we need to make. You know, one of the cool things of living in a third world nation like Costa Rica is that there are not a lot of choices here. The shelves are stocked full, but much fewer items than what you would have in first world nations like the United States, where I'm from. So consequently, with the reduction of choices, it makes it easier to apply self-discipline. Think about this. Think about what you can do with the number of choices that you have available to you, and what you can do to limit your choices, or at least the decisions to use whatever it is at your disposal. You know, think about it in leadership and management. You have an individual that's not performing well. What do? Okay, do you bring them in and read them the riot act? Or do you bring them in and cajole them? Or do you bring them in and put your arm around them, kind of like the Dutch aunt / uncle? How do you want to handle it? You've got those choices available. You need to decide on how you're going to handle that. And it's the same thing personally. If you are looking for something to read, there are billions of choices out there. What do you choose? So many individuals, and I've seen this before, they will purchase maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 books at a time in the hopes of finding a book that makes sense, and they don't read any of them because they're constantly vacillating from one to the other to the other. You know, it reminds me, as a young child, I was trying to grow something in my grandparents' garden. This is decades ago. And what I did is I planted the seeds, and then every day I would go and just check to see if the seeds were growing, and then I put my finger in the dirt and look around and see where the seeds were in terms of their development. Guess what didn't happen? The seeds never germinated. Okay, I had to leave them alone. I had to leave them alone. And that was a choice that I made, and it was the wrong choice. We have a lot of choices available to us, ladies and gentlemen. Choose what is correct for you, and then exercise the self-discipline to not go any further once those choices are made. Have a feeling that's going to work out for you. Bill Shaka, thanking you for attending another edition of the 5-Minute Motivator. Looking forward to seeing you in the next. Bye.